Let's see what we got. Oh God. Hi. Okay. Sad it's. Wait, it's moving. Sad it's your boy Will. Welcome back to episode 2 of my 8-episode saga that I'm going to be reviewing multiple cartoons, including American Dad, King of the Hill, Futurama, and South Park. Today we're going to be talking again about American Dad. This is going to be about the Fart Break Hotel. So if you're watching on Hulu, it will be in season 6, episode 9. Anywhere else, you will have to look for the Fart Break Hotel. Why I love this episode is because it reminds me of my mom. My mom has been taking care of us just the same way Francine has for the last 30-something years. And I'm talking about me and my brother. Even though we don't need her help, she's still there for us. But in the beginning, when we were young, she is just like Francine is. She will take care of my dad. She still takes care of my dad, and she will do everything for us. Clothe, wash our clothes, have our dinner. And not financial help, but more of a motherly type of love that she had. The same thing is portrayed in this episode with Francine, and is shown here on her daily routine. Pretty much Francine lives and dies for her family. This is something that reminds me of my mom. That's why in this episode, Francine, what she does is something unbelievable. She leaves her whole entire family. I wouldn't blame my mom if she would do this today to us, because she has worked her butt off, and it's been very hard for her to have the same routine. And I can understand that for somebody when you want to break free and you can't. So what Francine does here.
You know, Sarah, there's a rumor that you died in a car crash.
What? Oh my, no. I was just dying to be here.
I cannot blame her for doing that, because she went and took a role of a person like this in a matter of days. In a matter of days, she was gone and completely out of the picture.
So let's keep the yellow out of our red, white, and blue.
She was given a purpose. She was loved. She was given admiration, validation, and best of all, she was good at her job. And she created a fortune and a whole empire, which we're going to get into in this episode.
I'm gonna take the town and turn it upside down. I'm gonna live till I die. Oh, the sky ain't gonna miss a thing.
So in the episode, it shows her doing something every day for the last 20 years. And this is, of course, the same routine. In this scene, where it doesn't show that it's going to be fake or it's going to be funny, she pretty much murks the whole family. Because they didn't like her zucchini. So this is what sets off what's going to happen. Roger says that he doesn't want to eat it because it gives him gas and he's going to fart.
Well, I'm not eating it. Okra gives me pretty bad gas. Just eat it. Okay, but don't complain if I get pretty bad gas.
And it's going to stink up the whole place. But in this case, it wasn't just a fart. It was some type of nuclear gas.
Who farted? This guy!
Well, whatever's in there is off the charts toxic. It's gonna take at least a week to sanitize your house.
The whole entire family had to be evacuated for 1 week.
Where are we supposed to go for a week? Relax, just leave it to me.
And this was where we set off our adventure in the Fart Break Hotel. Roger has 1 week for free in this hotel because he had an accident in the 80s. And this is what happened.
Who's Roger? The name's Reaganomics Lamborghini, jacuzzi dealer. Want to smoke cocaine out of my pipe made from a Rubik's Cube?
Sir, are you all right?
I was sitting on this waterbed, minding my own business, when it spontaneously exploded. I demand a week of free rooms or I'll sue the crap out of you.
And in this particular part where they're in the lobby, something happens to Klaus. Something happened to Klaus. that it shows that they do care. He's like, what about me? Because everyone gets a room, everyone gets a special place. And Klaus said, well, what about me? And he gets this big old tank with like a castle.
What about my room? Got you covered.
Oh boy, what's in here?
And that moment was so special to me that I realized that Klaus is very important to this. And this is shown more and more in American Dad, because right now we're in season 6. Of course he's important to the show, but right now we're in season 6 and they're just giving him more and more time to be loved by the audience, which I do. At the end of it, he's not a Meg Griffin, he's not some type of Soyberg, or some type of like a Cartman type of or Kenny, or not Kenny Butters type of guy. He ends up being pretty cool, just like Butter does on the show South Park. So in this particular part, the concierge Hector is telling her that she doesn't have a life, that she should look for a life.
Do you like horseback riding, hang gliding?
I don't know.
Okay, how do you spend your time?
Well, for the last 20 years, I've just taken care of my family.
Sounds like someone needs to get a life.
And he introduces her to the world of cement. She takes on a role of Sarah Blanche.
I know who you are.
You do?
There's only one name tag left. You must be Sarah Blanche.
Someone needs to get a life.
But she's Sarah f***ing Blanche.
How the hell does she know how to tap dance?
Because she's Sarah Blanche!
Hey, you're a loudmouth, Doug.
So as she takes on the role of Sarah, Hector's in behind her, telling her to take off her clothes. I found this part very weird.
Yes! That's me. I am Sarah Blanche.
Someone needs to get naked. Get naked. Get naked.
Especially, I know he was talking to Francine, but then the other girl started taking off her clothes, and Hector's like, no, not you. And I'm thinking, why not her?
Please, God. Not you. Not you. Not you.
Trust me, Francine is not going to get naked for that guy. She's only gotten naked for her husband. And I think that bouncer, when she had to show him the hoo-ha. For Stan to see that morning glory, what was it, the morning jacket? When he's flying. So of course part of this show is showing also how Steve is going back in time to find this pretty girl that he sees in the picture, and he falls in love with her.
Bewitching, isn't she?
But he finds out that this girl is from the 80s. So in order to see her, he has to go back in time. So Hector shows him a way.
Can't take my eyes off this enchanting vision. The moment I saw her, I felt as if I'd met her before.
Impossible. The great artist Patrick Nagel painted her while staying in this hotel in 1981.
Then I'm too late to meet her. God, if it were only 1981 again.
Well, young man, perhaps it can be.
So we'll get back to Francine's story and go with Steve back into the 80s and see, what happened to him. Do you know he gets drugged and naked and they put a tiger on him?
She was here? And I missed her?
No, my dear Smurf, you are her. While you slumbered, I stripped you naked, placed a black wig on you, put a cougar in your lap, and voila!
Hey, my boy Steve, they got him all drugged up, nude, all these weird guys, and Roger. And I'm like, what in the world?
Cherry wine tastes pretty weird.
That's because I put a bunch of weird, illegal things in it.
Nagel, you son of a bitch, let's drug some kids. Oh, you kidding me? You already cut the turkey?
You know, why are they doing that to Steve? That guy is a freak, man. So I was heartbroken when I saw that it was him in the picture. So, anyways, I'm not even trying to get into that type of that weird side of this episode because it was weird. I'm sorry, it was weird. All right, but I'm focused more on Francine, and we're gonna get right back into her taking the role of Sarah Blanche.
Where have you been? You have to give your speech.
What?
There she is, our closing speaker, Omnislab rep, Sarah Blanche.
All right, you've taken Sarah as far as she can go. Let's make a run for it.
Come on up, Sarah.
You dumb bitch.
And seeing her shine. So guess what? Francine does accept her destiny. She doesn't hesitate. Roger is super concerned about the family. Roger, since he's already so advanced in this costume and persona, world, he knows, he sees that Francine is taking this too far. So he said, wait, what are you doing?
Look, I want you to come manage my Portland facility. It's the most prestigious job in the concrete industry.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes, and tomorrow you can fly to your new life in Economy Plus with only one stop in Denver.
What are you doing? What's there to even think about?
You're right. Mr. Farnsworth, I'll take that job in Portland.
Wait, you know it's time to stop, right? You're taking this too far. Of course, they make a joke about it, but he sees it coming. And that freaks him out. And of course, he is already in a character where he is supposed to be sober. And he breaks his sobriety because of Francine's decision.
Wait, what? Well, there goes my 2-year chip. Stale as the dickens.
Thank you to Timothy Crehan of Salina, Kansas, for sending us this week's winning joke.
And he takes a drink and he eats his AA chip. And then it cuts to a joke that I'm not really sure if that's real or not. Somebody really wrote it in. If they did, good. It was a good joke and I liked it. Stale as the dickens. I'm super surprised that Roger didn't egg her on, but she went for it. She completely changed her life. She left her husband there, sitting on the floor looking for socks. Left her son with the other man.
The girl in the painting was you, wasn't it, Steve?
How did you know?
Because I was once in love, too.
And what happened to Claus? She just took off, went with a company to go run a company somewhere in out of state, and became a successful, because it cuts to a scene where she's a successful woman running a whole entire empire.
Welcome aboard, Sarah.
Miss Blanche, your limo is waiting to take you to the airport.
Thank you, Jonathan.
She is so good at it. She already has a robot that gives her the little thing on the
And did you give any thought to joining my family for Christmas dinner? We hate the thought of you spending another holiday alone.
Thank you, Jonathan, but I'll be working. Plus, I don't dine with robots.
Oh, but you weren't complaining last night when I spent the better part of 2 hours eating your bar.
Then it cuts to a scene where she wants to go and see, I don't know, after 10 years, now is when she wants to go see. And it shows a scene where Steve is just hanging out on the sofa where his dad stands, and a girl comes up to Stan, gives him socks.
Broxton, before we go to the hotel, can we make a stop first? I've seen enough, Broxton.
Because remember, he's in the hotel crying the whole time because he can't choose which socks to wear with his blue suit or the suit that he's going to wear. Like the whole time he's freaking out in his bedroom without Francine because he cannot choose the color of socks.
Oh, she forgot the socks. Now, which ones go with the suit? Navy or black? Francine!
And that is also something my mom did for my dad as well, where she also dressed him. You know, that is something so weird to me, where a man, but that's how their relationship worked. Since the age of 15, they've been together. They've never been with anybody else, and they're still together to this day. But just different. That's a different life and a different world. And it actually is the same as Francine did for Stan. And she leaves all of that behind. She completely turns her back like this, with no talking, nothing. All this love she gave to this family, and she's just willing to just not throw it away, but she's turned around so quickly and give up on everything. And without saying goodbye, she leaves and takes off into this whole new life.
Francine, you're not actually taking the job in Portland. Think about your family.
Francine Smith spent her whole life thinking about her family, and what did it do for her? Nada.
Francine, listen to me. Wait, you throwing that away? This would make a perfect cape. I am the tender vigilante. This city's in pain, and it needs my tender justice. Oh my God, it's working!
Of course, she regrets it. She wants to go back, and she does. The same way Steve went back in time.
Ms. Blanche, back for another concrete convention. It's been 10 years and 3 more Gary Marshall movies. Let me ask, are you happy with the life you've chosen?
No, I'm not.
Well, there's always a way back.
She took advantage of the same brochure and did the same thing that Steve did. She went back in time to stop herself, and she did successfully.
The tender vigilante doesn't have insurance.
We need to talk. I'm you from the future. Really? When did I get Polly Walnut's hair? Don't get in that car.
So what happens is that she takes a day off to herself, which is Thursday. So from now on, Thursday is her day. And she's going to take it off, and she's going to do whatever she wants for herself.
Guys, have a good day.
Wait, what about breakfast?
I'm happy to make you breakfast every day except Thursday. Thursdays are for me.
Which is a great idea. I would hate for my mother to leave us, but I wouldn't blame her, because she's done everything for us, just like Francine has done for her family. That's why Francine is a great mother. Coming from the past that she came to, how she met Stan and completely changed her life around. I know we don't want to talk about Haley and not being hers, and oh my God, not being his. That's a whole different thing, all right? But whatever, he's a father to both those kids, and she loves Stan, and she's been with Stan forever, and I don't think she's gonna go anywhere because she loves Stan. Thanks a lot again for watching this. This was a little bit easier because again, I love this episode. This is one of my favorite episodes. But again, this takes long, not because I can't do it. It's because procrastination, hesitation, a lot of things goes through my mind that says, oh, don't do this, nobody's gonna watch. But hey, you never know. You never know. So again, this is gonna be the second episode. The first episode is gonna be in the description. Guys, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're already up to here, you might as well just become one of my followers. That sounds weird, but it's not like a follower, type of thing. Just like a community. So if you want to be part of the community and just be part of what I'm trying to do, please subscribe. Hit that like button again, and any message that you want, your favorite episode, any shows that you love, please leave me a message. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to people about the shows. Thank you so much for watching.